Hello everybody out there in YouTube, and welcome back to how to build an F-14 Tomcat. So as you can see, fuselage mold, whole bunch of bolts on that thing. I ran out, so I gotta get some more. But the big news here in the shop this weekend is one, two. So yeah, I pulled that actually me and the wife came out here Thursday evening and pulled that plug out of the mold. No, I didn't videotape it. Y'all probably gonna, well, I'm sure some of y'all aren't too happy, but you didn't miss a whole bunch. Just my butt up in the air as I was literally standing on top of the table and yanking up on this thing. It whole lot of surface area, and that thing was just stuck to it. And I waxed it and I PVA'd the living dog stuff out of it to try and keep it from sticking, but it came off. The top was the worst, the bottom not so bad. It all came out, they came out actually exceptionally well. So bolts, like I said, looking down through here, you can see all the detail is in the molds. You got the troughs there for the Phoenix missiles. You got the gun blisters or the cannon blisters right here. I mean, you got all the detail that was on that plug just transferred right over to this mold. Everything's nice and tight. The seams here are nice and tight. And I couldn't be any happier with it. Well, I could be a little bit happier. That plug could have got out without any damage, but it did get some damage to it, which I fully expected, but it's repairable. Anyway, come back through here, NACA duct, all the little screw head details there. I mean, everything that I put on it and expected to show up showed up without any problems. The beaver tail section, man, where the chaff and the flare dispensers are on the bottom of this mold, man, these things turned out awesome. It looks just like it does on the plug. And for those of you who haven't seen it on the plug, all that detail, I mean, all of that stuff is perfect in the mold. So running back down here through the side, again, same thing. All the details there. I got the insides of the inlet ramps. That's the two molds for that. Those things were a pain to get out, but they came out. I mean, couldn't be any happier. Show you guys what happened to the fuselage. Just little stuff, a little bit of body filler. These panels on the edges where they go around the corners, those got kind of a little damaged. That one came off completely. This one just got busted loose. I mean, most of the damage that happened is just the panels, which I expected just because some of them were a little higher than the others, so some of the surface resin creeped up under them a little bit. But everything with the plug is completely repairable and can be reused again. So got that done. Then we came out here and we started pulling out stuff on these vertical fins. We got the plugs, we got those separated, and all the holes for the clamps drilled on those. We did same thing on the wings, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's all of them. And we got two flat molds under there, but I ran out of bolts. So back over here to the trash dump, we got the first horizontal stab that ended up at 1.5 pounds, and not happy with that. So I laid up a second horizontal stab. Those first skins were 1 pound. These were 0.75 or 0.8 pounds for both of them. As you can see, I did not join these. Reason being, still too heavy. Not happy with them. Started to, but then I decided I better pull them out and weigh them before I got too far along. So horizontal stab version 2.0, not any good. Now we're in horizontal stab version 3.0. A little bit different with this one. I was talking to one of the guys on RC Groups that does a lot of the discus launch gliders and all that stuff. And those guys, man, if you want something strong and light, those are the guys I talk to, because a lot of them know their stuff, because they want the strongest they can get and the lightest they can get, so they can get some really long flight times. So what he suggested, I'm gonna go turn the vacuum pump off. What he suggested was to eliminate the carbon almost entirely, and then use carbon toe for a spar. And that is that's actually put in a slot in the core material, so that's what I did. And then I put some carbon toe out here towards the tip in the glass, because this one was a little flimsy, even though once you join it, it'll be a little bit stronger. So all of this carbon that you see here, and look at it from there, that's the second layer, all of that's been eliminated. I'm expecting this to come out significantly lighter. If I have to put a little bit more internal structure to stiffen it up, like a rib here or something, I'm fine with that. As long as I can get this stab to around 3/4 of a pound is what I'm looking for. That one would have ended up 1.25 pounds. So that's where we're at. Oh yeah, fuselage wing plugs, they're out. Those things are getting some prototype skins will get laid up here pretty soon, so I can figure out the internal structure, and then the whole wing spar jig that I've got to make. That's going to be about as complicated as Bob's stuff. But horizontal stab, hopefully I'll have that joined tomorrow. I'm expecting this to be lighter, so I'm just going to join it. Plugs out, fuselage mold, wings, all that stuff. Leaving for work Wednesday for a week and a half. Getting back, if I got the money to buy the materials, I'm molding a fuselage, but I've got to come up with a couple $100 for some vacuum infusion stuff. And right now my F-14 fund is milk dry, zilch, zero, nada. So if anybody's interested in donating some money to the cause, greatly appreciated. And I'll do something like Bob does with the t-shirts or something. Maybe I'll even sell entire nose sections with a cockpit and everything for those who really want a cool memento. But that's going to be for those who do big money donations. But anyway, until I get back from Florida, Sarasota, Florida actually, Lake Wales. It might go to Top Gun. You might see me there. Who knows? But anyway, until I get back, y'all have a great time, and we will see you back in the shop.